This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. Guys, it's 2020. It's time to organize your life. Start with getting rid of that small suitcase in your back pocket. I have a new wallet for you. The Ridge Wallet, and it's different. It's sleek, industrial, and it fits into your front pocket. This is going to change your pocket game. Ridge Wallets hold to 12 cards, plus all the cash that you need. You can choose from over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. It is the best wallet you can buy, and you don't just need to take my word for it because there's over 30,000 five-star reviews. I was skeptical at first, but once you try it, you're never going to go back. And there's no pressure. Try the thing out for 45 days. If you don't love it, send it back, full refund. If you decide to keep it, there's a lifetime warranty. Click the link in the description to get 10% off today with free worldwide shipping and deliveries. Or go to ridge.com/Chael. That's ridge.com/Chael and use the promo code Chael. My fascination of Khabib only continues to grow. I mean, Khabib is one of these really compelling guys. He lives by a code. It is his code. It is not one that I have really heard anywhere else, but it is based in principle. It is based in morality. It is based in, it's a really good code, but he lives by it and you're really not going to get him off it. So he's had a couple of things lately that he has stated. And yesterday he was doing an interview and he was talking about his terms to fight Conor McGregor again. And he was saying, look, I think I'm going to fight Justin. I think I'm going to fight GSP, and I think I'm out the door. I don't think there's any room for McGregor, but I don't know for sure that this George St-Pierre thing's going to happen. So there would be room for one more as I try to complete number 30. Now, I'm adding a few words to it. Okay, I'm not quoting here, but this is what was said. Most certainly the gist. Listen to this one, though. Here's what the terms were. He said, if Conor can beat Dustin, speaking of Poirier, then I'll fight him. And then he extended that thought to say, same goes for Tony. Tony fights Dustin and beats Dustin, I'll fight him. Then he furthers this thought one more step and says, you know what? I will fight anybody who fights and beats Dustin. So it's very interesting. We never like when a champion starts setting terms, right? There's always something annoying about that. But I think we can agree this is greatly different because he's doing two things. First off, he's open book. Anybody that beats Dustin, not these go, you're a big deal and you're a big draw, or you're a good matchup. No, none of this crap we don't like. Anybody. Oh, and by the way, guess what else he did? He just elevated the hell out of Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier just became the most sought-after fight at 155 pounds. Cool thing. And where did that come from? Where did his love and or respect of Dustin Poirier come from? I got to assume in the cage. I got to assume there's something within that match that he really respected. I've never heard him talk about that. I heard him talking about, I'll go smash this guy. And then when it was over, I smashed this guy, and I'm going to smash the next guy. But there was a tremendous compliment. Khabib is also openly speaking about what it's like to train without his father. And he said, and I quote, I would be lying if I told you my training is the same. And he didn't further that thought. He didn't further that thought to say, my morale is down, my motivation is down. My dad had me do extra stuff and I've cut back on the extra. He didn't further that thought, so we're kind of left to guess. But I would imagine it's more from a spirit standpoint. Showing up each day is a very hard thing to do. When you're in training camp, now you're talking about showing up 2 times a day. By the way, it's a pandemic going on. By the way, you're cutting weight. You know, when you are burning this massive amount of calories and you're in calorie deprivation, just a very hard thing to do. Motivation is one of those things that is very tricky and you've got to go and find. And you'll hear coaches often use that word. You must be motivated. Well, how did I do that? My whole life would be great. If I could control an emotion, I'd just be happy all the time. Life would just be amazing. Well, when you don't have motivation, that's a real natural thing. Either happens or it doesn't. Happy, sad, scared, angry, all these different emotions kind of just happen. I think motivation is the same thing. So then you have to operate on discipline. Do I want to do this or do I need to do it? Do I want to do this, or does that even matter? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it every day at 3 o'clock, do it every morning at 9 a.m., whatever it might be. So if he could have a little spirit there, and I can just tell you that I can very much relate to it. Like Clayton Hires will teach you how to fight. He will get you in shape. He'll do all these great things. But above everything else, and I mean far above, he will motivate you. He will make you happy to walk in the room. He will inject you with energy. And before you leave, he'll do the same thing so that you come back tomorrow. There is a consistency. And it's the number one thing. Parents will get very involved in their kid's career and wonder, what should I do and how should I drive them and how should I how should I keep them on track? Motivate them. Just keep them going. They came in on Monday, great job, but now we got to do it again on Tuesday. Tuesday comes and goes, great job. We got to do it on Wednesday. And whatever happens within that workout, I got to tell you, I have never seen anything bad come from a guy working out. I've seen better workouts than some. I've seen worse workouts than some. Yeah, of course. But I've never seen anything bad happen. I've never seen somebody not get a little bit smarter, learn something. I've never seen them not burn calories. Maybe their speed, maybe their strength, maybe they pick up a new technique, but I've never seen a bad thing happen. And every day, I will tell you, I go through this too. Every day you have to ask yourself, why am I going to do this? I don't want to. I can find 100 reasons to not do this, but once you do go and do it, you will never regret having done it. That is an absolute 100% statement. You will never get done exercising and think, you know what? Everything I did today, I wish I hadn't have done that exercise. It just won't happen. But you have to go through some of those hard spots to then get to that spot. You'll feel great about yourself. You'll feel really good. Your whole day will just be better if you get that exercise in. Getting to it is always the challenge. And so I think when Khabib is talking about it's been difficult in training, that's how I'm interpreting it. But at no point in that should we be interpreting that Khabib has offered any type of a feathering of a nest for a potential fall. I feel that Khabib has done 100% the opposite. I feel that when he's talking about, I'll fight GSP next, I'll fight anybody who beats Poirier, that he understands what's in front of him in Justin Gaethje and plans to beat him. Whether he can or will is a conversation for another time. We're looking at a guy's mindset who is dealing with tragedy and is finding a way to push through it anyway, and then we're attempting to speculate, is that going to affect him or his performance? Very interesting spot that Khabib's in. And I have literally never heard a champion make a mandate for an opponent as open and broad while elevating a contender. Khabib just made Dustin Poirier the most sought after man at 155 pounds.